So this is my review of Supergirl, Season 2, Episode 5, called Crossfire. And basically what this episode is about is that Supergirl faces a bunch of new opponents when some sort of criminals are given alien weapons by Cadmus. And this was a really interesting episode that had a lot of parts that I didn't really care for, but I still really enjoyed this episode. And the whole main plot of this episode is these humans getting their hands on these alien weapons and a whole bunch of other citizens of National City freaking out about it. And I didn't really care for that because it seemed like such a high amount of overkill to my mind with how much they were freaking out about it. And I really hated the line of, "The Second Amendment gives us the right to bear arms, so that should mean alien weapons too." That was just such a stupid line in my mind, and the fact that they just kind of threw it in there made it even worse in my mind and just kind of made my skin crawl when I heard it. And the part where they're like, oh, because of all this chaos going on with these alien weapons, they're deciding to question the alien anonymity thing that they made the last episode. They're questioning whether or not that should still be a thing. When it's not the aliens that are the problem, it's these guys with alien weapons that they don't even know where they're getting these weapons from. So the fact that they're questioning all aliens again just seems so weird to me. And the fact that people are freaking out so much just seems so weird to me because it's not it's several groups of people who have these alien weapons, or even more than that, some aliens with these alien weapons. It's just basically this one small group of people with these somewhat powerful guns. So it's not it's that big of a thing that they're freaking out as much as they were. It just seemed so odd to me. And I didn't really care for it at all. And then I really kind of enjoy that they finally did somewhat clear up in a very small little moment of the fact that Wynn is just at the DEO, which was something that was kind of bugging me. Of the fact that now I know that he did quit from Catco to go work at the DEO. The fact that I now know that kind of helps out a bit more in my mind because I was still really kind of confused on that. And then I really enjoyed all the scenes with Kara bringing Mon-El to go and work at Catco and giving him the new human identity of a person named Mike. It was just really fun to see how they were all working together and doing all that stuff. I really enjoyed it so much. And it was just kind of fun to see that he has a similar sort of abilities to Clark that they don't really talk about because it's not really an ability, but it's just a thing where he appears much more attractive to almost every woman. That was very fun to see that they decided to do that with Mon-El too. And then I enjoy that they did finally come to the conclusion near the end of this episode of the fact that Kara now knows to not be pushing Mike as much as she was, because Mon-El as Mike is very different from Supergirl as Kara. There are two very different people, so I like the fact that Kara did come to that conclusion, and hopefully now going forward she is sort of going to let Mon-El become his own version of Mike and learn to develop how he wants to be, and sort of just have Kara there as sort of a back support there for when he needs it. I enjoy that they did do that. And then Lena Luthor in this episode and her whole party that she had going on was a very interesting scene that I kind of enjoyed, and I especially enjoyed that they did do the moments of Kara having to jump back and forth from being Supergirl and being Kara. That was kind of fun to see. And then I enjoyed that at the end of this episode they did finally sort of reveal that Lena Luthor might not be as different from her brother, but she's just way better at hiding her opinions and her feelings and stuff. I really enjoy that they did do that. And then James wanting to be a superhero, I really don't know how I feel about that, but I do really hope that they do have some sort of scenes in there where he's talking to both Supergirl and Superman about his ideas of wanting to be a hero, and them sort of not wanting him to be a hero, but then he proves to them that he's fully worthy of doing it. I really hope that they have some scenes in there of that, and not having it kind of just be him and Kara. I hope that they do bring Clark into the mix too, because he is best friends with James. So I think he deserves to have an opinion too in there. And I do have to say, overall, I really enjoyed this episode and I cannot wait for more. So yeah, that's my review of Supergirl Season 2, Episode 5, called Crossfire. So yeah, bye!